Bringing home a cat is magical. Those curious eyes, soft purrs, and instant connection. But no one really warns you about what comes next. The late night zoomies that sound like a stampede. The furniture slowly turning into a scratching post. And the quiet heartbreak of watching your new cat hide under the couch for days, too scared to come out. I wish someone had sat me down and told me the real stuff. Not just the picture-perfect moments, but the quiet challenges too. Whether you're considering adoption or already navigating life with a new feline friend, this video is for you. These are 6 things I truly wish I'd known before adopting a cat. Lessons learned through trial, error, and a whole lot of love. Not just from my own experience, but also from the journeys of those around me. Number 1. Years ago, people used to say, just toss the new cat in and let them figure it out. Yeah, no. Let me tell you right now, that's a recipe for fear, fights, and long-term resentment between animals. I learned that the hard way. I once brought my cat into a home with a dog and another cat thinking, they're animals, they'll sort it out. It's nature, right? But what followed was anything but natural, just a mess of stress, hissing matches, nervous hiding, and way too many close calls. Looking back, I still cringe. That experience taught me something important. When it comes to introducing a new cat, especially into a home that already has pets, you've got to be patient and intentional. No shortcuts, step by step. Because a smooth introduction isn't about throwing them together and crossing your fingers. It's about taking your time, swapping scents, setting up safe spaces, letting them observe each other from a distance. If there's a dog involved, the risk is even higher. Your dog has to know how to stay calm and under control. One wrong move, one panicked chase, and a cat's sense of safety can shatter in seconds. And if your dog's not ready yet, that's okay. That's why we use leashes. That's why we supervise. Because trust doesn't come with a rewind button. Once it's broken, it's hard to get back. So take it slow. Do it right from the start. When you respect the process, you're not just avoiding chaos. You're laying the foundation for a peaceful, lasting bond between your pets. I learned my lesson the hard way, so you don't have to. If you found this helpful, give it a like. It lets me know this kind of guidance matters. But introductions are only the beginning. What happens after those first meetings matters just as much. Number 2. When you bring a cat into a home with other animals, especially dogs, you have to think carefully about where their food, water, and litter go. These aren't just supplies, they're safe zones. And when those boundaries are crossed, stress quickly follows. Take the litter box for example. It should be a private place where your cat feels totally secure. If a dog gets into it, even once, that space no longer feels safe. And yes, some dogs will treat it like a snack bar. I know it sounds gross, but it happens. Set up a baby gate with just enough clearance at the bottom so your cat can sneak under, but the dog stays out. Now, on to feeding. Don't count on your pets to sort things out. If your cat tries to nibble from the dog's bowl, or your dog dives into the cat's food, it can lead to tension or even a fight. I solved this by raising my cat's food station onto a shelf. Problem solved. No more growling, no more stolen meals, just peaceful, predictable routines. If I'd understood this sooner, I could have saved both my pets and myself a lot of stress. But now that I do, I hope it helps you start off on the right paw. Number 3, especially if there are other pets in the home, keeping your new cat's nails trimmed isn't just about protecting your furniture, it's about reducing tension and preventing injuries. You might assume the rescue, shelter, or previous owner has already taken care of it, but don't count on it. Even the calmest introductions can go sideways if a curious sniff ends in an unexpected scratch, not out of aggression, but from fear or confusion. This is why regular nail trimming is so important. In those early days, as you're still getting to know each other, a gentle stroke can quickly turn into an accidental scratch when your cat is unsure. And before you know it, your hand is covered in tiny red lines. Nail trimming can definitely feel awkward at first, I get it. But with a calm voice, gentle hands, and maybe a treat or two, it quickly becomes more manageable. Trimming every 3 to 4 weeks is a good routine to aim for. While we often worry about how sharp claws might affect us, we tend to overlook the risks they pose to our cats. I've seen nails grow so long they curl back into the paw pad. That's not just uncomfortable, it's agonizing. Yes, cats do scratch to help manage their nails, but scratching posts alone aren't enough to keep them at a safe length or in healthy shape. Your cat still needs your help. Number 4. This one is hard to talk about. A friend of mine, Rosie, learned the importance of cat-proofing the hard way. One evening, she came home to a terrifying sight: her cat convulsing, foaming at the mouth, and crashing into the walls in a panic. Rosie will never forget the helplessness she felt as she rushed to the emergency vet, heart racing, fearing the worst. Thankfully, it wasn't poison, but it easily could have been. The real issue? Her home hadn't been properly cat-proofed. A few small oversights, like an open cabinet or a forgotten bottle, nearly turned into a tragedy. Her cat survived, but that experience changed Rosie's perspective completely. She came to realize that cats are essentially like toddlers with superpowers. They can jump onto high shelves, sneak into drawers, and discover dangers you never even thought to check. And when they're scared, whether from fireworks, vet visits, or an emergency, they can disappear into places you'd never expect. That's a nightmare no one can fully prepare for. I know that sometimes a cat enters your life unexpectedly. Maybe they follow you home, or a friend can't keep theirs, or one simply shows up at your door and never leaves. But if you have even a little time to get ready, take advantage of it. Do your research, make a plan, lock away anything that could be dangerous, and create a space that's calm, welcoming, and safe. Because when you understand your cat's needs ahead of time, you're not just offering them a roof over their head, you're giving them the safety and future they truly deserve. Number 5, and it's also the story of my friend Rosie. She adored her first cat and truly believed she was doing everything right. She followed advice from trusted sources, even her vet, believing that kibble was balanced and beneficial for dental health. It seemed safe and convenient. So, she free-fed him dry food for years. But when he turned 7, he was diagnosed with diabetes, followed by insulin resistance. And still, no one had mentioned his food. Rosie never connected the dots between diet and health until it was too late. Her cat didn't make it to 8. That heartbreak changed her. It became the driving force behind her desire to question everything going forward. She promised herself she would do better for her next cat, and for everyone after that. So, if you're listening now, take a moment to look at what's in your cat's bowl. Read the labels, ask questions. Don't be afraid to challenge advice that doesn't feel right. Your cat depends on you to be their voice, their advocate, and there's still time to make it right. Number 6. When I first started living with cats, I believed what most people did. They're quiet, low maintenance, independent. Just leave out some food and a litter box and they'll be fine. But over time, I realized that mindset was limiting. Cats need stimulation. They may not ask for it like dogs, but they crave it just the same. Lying in a sunbeam may look peaceful, but it doesn't mean they're not slipping into boredom or frustration. Play isn't just for fun, it's essential. It helps cats release built-up energy, build confidence, manage stress, and most importantly, it's one of the main ways they connect with you and the world around them. This realization led me to catification. It's not just about toys, it's about transforming your space for your cat's needs. What we see as furniture, they see as climbing opportunities, places to hide, perch, and feel secure. Adding vertical space, cozy hideouts, and paths to explore enriches their environment. When I started making those changes, everything shifted. My cats weren't just existing anymore, they were thriving. They became more curious, more affectionate, more at peace. That's when it truly hit me. I wasn't just giving them shelter, I was giving them a life that felt full, enriching, and worth living. Finally, I want to leave you with this important thought. Take the time to build your support team early. This includes finding a trusted veterinarian, a reliable pet sitter, and anyone else who may play a role in your cat's well-being. Don't choose a vet simply because their clinic is conveniently located down the street. Remember, convenience doesn't always equal quality. And just to clarify, this isn't about criticizing veterinarians. It's about encouraging you not to settle for what's easy, but to prioritize what's best for your cat's health and happiness. After all, this is someone you're trusting with your animal's life. The best thing you can do is ask around. Talk to friends, family, or neighbors who have pets. Find out who they trust and why. Use that as your starting point. Then dive into your own research. And remember, you're not alone in this. we're right here, walking alongside you. Our goal is to make this journey easier by sharing practical advice, real experiences, and helpful resources you can count on. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you'll always be in the loop with our latest updates and tips, right when you need them.